Yeah, I use OBS too, but yeah, there's like a delay though. That's the only issue or problem. All right, we should be live. See if anybody gets in here. So start. You should be able to see it now with the delay. Share it out. You got me on there or no?
Yeah, let me mute it. Hey, we'll be able to see it soon. But yeah, we got you up there. Let me see if I can get the chat.
See, there's like the notification's so delayed. YouTube is terrible with that.
And yeah, I see the chat little icon.
I'm just sharing this out too. And depth. You guys, all right, work on sharing whatever you guys are gonna do, and then I'm gonna work on that on my end too. Did you guys get it all? All right, guys, what up, y'all? We're gonna do a little test here, quick on the audio. Make sure everything's good before we actually give it a go. You guys go ahead and say a few things.
And we're gonna try. This will be me saying a few things, and we'll get Adam as well. But we're gonna try to look here where our camera is, but you guys are all, the chat is right there. So you'll probably see one of us looking at that while one of us is talking the whole time, just to get an idea of who's saying what. Can you guys see Chase and Dwayne in the background?
See a little bit of Dwayne. You see half of Dwayne and most of Chase.
Yeah, Chase is a big dude, you know?
He is a big boy. He's a big boy. How is the sound, guys? How is the sound? We good? Get a little feedback from the...
Look at Bradley Winters now. Woo! How many woos can we get tonight, Jeff? What's the over-under on woos?
I don't know, 100? 100? Can we do it, 100? All right, how's the sound, guys? We'll give you... You get a couple drinks, and I think we can get about 100 from you, probably. No?
All right, can I get... Can you... you might... If I leave here to tweet this out, are you going to lose me for a couple of seconds?
You might, but it's fine. We're not officially started. We're live, but they know we're not started yet. So
let me tweet this piece out real quick.
All right, 1 second. We're gonna lose them for just a second, guys. They're gonna tweet it out. We'll get it going here in a minute. Just give them a minute because they want to tweet it out and put it on Discord and whatnot. So
let's see when Marcus comes in, man. He said he's all
Marcus. Sound is good, guys. Okay.
Man, the storms are coming back over here too. It's wild.
Hey, K-Dub, how about that now when they're talking? I turned them up on my end a little bit. Say something, guys.
What up, K-Dub? Tell Bam Bam Cam and the fam that we are... Woo! I don't know what that means, but...
Is it better now, guys? Man, that delay just kills me. It's like not hitting them until like 2 minutes later. Like when you say, "Is it good?"
You gotta. So a lot of it's not with OBS; it's with YouTube. If you turn your latency to low latency, you'll get in with like 10 seconds.
You have to tell me what you're talking about like later or something, because yeah.
Yeah, it's on YouTube. You just change. There's latencies. You get like normal latency.
What is that under settings or what? Stream settings or what?
Yeah.
You can't. I can't change it right now though. You must have to do it before you start.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah. In the future.
Yep. Well, there you go. You guys are teaching me something.
Yeah, Adam's the mastermind, man.
Adam, giving me all your secrets.
All right, I'm gonna put this on our Discord real quick too, because we just.
Yeah, that's all good, man. The more the merrier. Let's give the people what they want. Well, we better get more than 20 likes, guys. Come on. Let's shoot a little higher than that. Let's shoot a little higher than 20 here, guys, huh? Oof.
Hey, man, I wish we had likes on our videos that quick.
Dub mentality says how is he supposed to follow you guys tonight? Well, hey, it is what it is. All right, so you guys should be back on screen in a second, even though I already see you guys. Man, this delay is crazy. All right, you guys sound good, everybody? Let's start it off. Let's go. You guys ready? Let's roll. All right, guys, welcome to another episode of In Depth with Deafness. We have two very special guests tonight. Chris and Adam, you may know them from Buck City Breaks. They are from the You Know the Rest. Can we get a little...
Woo!
All right, here we go. How you guys doing tonight?
I thought he was going to do it, so I just went in. We're good, man. How are you?
I can't complain. A lot of people have been waiting on this. I'm really excited. I had to sit around. I was ready at about 5:15, but the weather decided to do other things. But we are getting it in now, so excited to be here and ready to roll. You guys ready to get in depth?
We are ready, man.
All right. So I wanna. Some people may think that this is gonna be a big, just all about Buck City Breaks. But this is going to be a lot more driven towards Adam and Chris personally and their relationship. So I want to kind of start off one at a time. Adam can go first. Chris can follow. But just tell us a little about yourself, where you grew up, where you come from.
Grew up in Hilliard, Ohio. It's just west of Columbus. I'm going to need more specific questions if you want to know more about me.
Adam will give you, West Columbus. So let me dive into this.
It doesn't have to. Go ahead, man.
So we were both born in what is known as. I didn't even realize this until like way after we were friends. But what was considered the bottoms of Columbus, like I don't know.
The bottoms, yeah.
It's called the bottoms. Like that's what my mom calls it. My grandmother still is down there. But it's not a ghetto. I wouldn't call it ghetto, man, but it's like it's real rough. Like right now, we both live there, and we can't do that. Woe is me, story because we had, growing up, moved to the suburbs, and
right.
It's funny that our story started in very similar places, and then we ended up, here in Columbus, man. But yeah, so Columbus, Ohio, baby.
So let's kind of bring it in together then, as Chris is kind of taking the lead on this as of right now. But for the both of you, when did you guys actually meet? Like, when did that happen? How long ago? Where was it? Do you guys remember? I mean, you guys, I'm sure you remember when this actually took place, where it was, where you guys were hanging out, or what you were doing.
September 4th, 1991. It was the first. I'm just kidding. I don't know the date, man. But we
1994, first grade, buddy.
94?
Yeah, 94 is when we were in first grade.
We weren't 7 years old in first grade.
What are you talking about?
We were both born in 87. You were 7 years old in first grade? We were definitely 4. I was way wrong too.
My turn.
Anyways,
I'm kind of surprised you guys don't know this because you guys.
Okay, he doesn't. Yeah,
it's first grade. We'll look it back. No, first grade
94, Miss Lombardi's class.
First grade, Miss Lombardi, and yeah, so we that's where we first met. As far as when we actually became good friends, I would say. And I'm yelling right now too. I am yelling, but I'm too loud for you, Jeff. You let me know. But,
no, you're good, bro.
I would say 5th grade, Science Olympiad. Adam and I teamed up for the catapult, Mr. Kiefer's class, right? So we're back way back in the day, like 25 years, and so we were dicking around with catapults. Man, what's funny about that too, though? We started hitting golf balls in my backyard. That's when we golfed for the first time together, man.
Yeah.
Which we last couple years we golfed quite a bit, and we have not golfed. Probably will never golf again because we were super busy with all this. But yeah, man. So elementary school cats right here, like first grade, getting in trouble, names on the board, probably at the same time.
Right.
Names on the board for you cats who don't have to worry about that anymore. Like it's a bad thing. And then, so 5th grade, that's where we became really good friends. I'd say we probably became like best friends in middle school, man. We were pretty inseparable. Like I couldn't imagine, I'm thinking in my head now, like what other friends I hung out with. But I always remember saying like, hey, mom, dad, go to Adam's house. You know what I mean? So
yeah, we live pretty close too, man. There's a park. Our neighborhoods, we live in different neighborhoods, but they're right across the street, so we could walk to each other's neighborhood.
Yeah. Okay. So when you guys back then, first grade, I'm sure not first grade, but as your relationship started to build, when did actually sports cards come in the picture? When did your first taste of the hobby actually come about?
I mean, I remember we were in elementary, probably 5th or 6th grade, but me and Chris ran around. We were running around at garage sales, and we found some cards. That's my earliest memory of it, but never really got into like collecting cards, like probably until after high school, man.
Yeah, so Adam and I together, like, and we had like, I don't know, we both had like Pokemon phases. I remembered, like, do you remember Nate Step?
Yeah.
Lived like right by your house. I thought we were like, just like sitting in his like driveway one time, like playing Pokemon, which we really didn't know how to play. We were probably just straight nerd, whatever, beating him up. I'm just kidding. But no, my biggest memory that I could tie Adam and myself to the hobby was in Miss Lombardi's first grade class.
Okay.
She used to have this thing, like, at the end of the week, if we were good, which I often was not, but if we earned our like treat or surprise at the end of the week, she had this treasure chest. You remember this?
Mm-hmm.
She had a treasure chest, man, and she had those. Does anybody in the chat right now? Do you guys remember like the cards, like where the NFL players dressed up as it's like Halloween stuff, man? It was like they were like monsters. It was a C, kind of like a Coca-Cola, but it was a green like logo. But I would always go for those things, man. And Adam was probably somewhere near me in line there, so that was kind of cool. But yeah, aside from that, man, it was we collected we garage sales, like Adam said, Pokemon cards, stuff like that. And then not recently, but like within the past like 5 years, when Adam was like, "Hey man, you should check out these brands."
Yeah. We're gonna get into that. Let's not jump too far ahead yet.
Oh, sorry.
No, you're good. I know you're vibing. I like it. I really love the energy right now, man. It's good. Let's just keep it up. So let's take a step back and not jump that far yet. So there was a time, because I know of a specific story that I've heard specifically from Chris, that you guys had like there was a little span maybe where you guys were probably still friends, but maybe maybe you guys weren't really hanging out, or you guys weren't communicating as much or seeing each other as much. When did that all take place? You kind of remember?
Yeah, so my mom moved around a lot. So, and a lot of it had to do with she was divorced twice, so she would move, and then we moved to same school district, but I went to a different high school.
Mm-hmm.
So we were friends middle school. I went to the same high school with Chris in freshman year. And then we moved, and I went to a different high school, had different friends. I had a girlfriend at a different high school, and I think we just kind of veered apart just because we could see each other all the time.
Okay. So let's hear the story. Chris can tell it, or Adam can tell it, I guess, whichever one. I've heard it from Chris before, and I know, like I told Chris on the phone earlier today, I know that when this story was told, there was probably, I don't know, BCB was probably sitting around maybe 2,000 or 1,000 followers on Twitter. Now you're almost at 10K, so I don't know how many people have actually heard the story. But I think this is really important, because this is when I hear this and when I look back at this seems to be like kind of one of those turning points for what now is molding together Buck City Breaks, where you guys have come from. Lost you for a second there, but
can you see us, Jeff?
Yep, you're good.
My wife just tried to call me, so just trying to call again. I'll have to probably walk away
Right.
real quick, but yeah. So like Adam was saying, man, so he ended up going to a different high school sophomore year or whatever, and so we didn't see each other as much as we did. It was daily before,
Right.
And then it's kind of I was actually jealous of his new friends who now we're all like really good friends.
Yeah.
Like together, but I was like, damn, man, you seem like this dude, like this, like, whatever. But I remember one day, like, school just let out. My girlfriend and I at the time were walking to. Can you hear us, Jeff?
Yeah, you're good, man.
I see you spinning on the screen, man. So I just want to make sure that's.
No, he's good.
That's fine. Okay, so, but my girlfriend and I are walking to my locker to get my stuff to take off, and Adam, who was going to a different school at the time, was at my locker, And so and I feel like an asshole now because of this, but like I was like elated to see my boy, right? Like this is like my all-time best friend.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh yeah, what's up? Like, and then when he told me, like I couldn't, I didn't believe him at first. Like it was like it was just I wouldn't believe something that he said like this, but it was more of a like what
Right.
situation. So,
Right.
Yeah, I'll let him if he wants to.
Yeah, I don't. So what Chris was talking about too, what I came up and told him was, my mom passed away, and we probably didn't see each other for what, like a year.
Yeah, it was a stint, man.
And that was basically it, or what? Like,
Oh,
I just
no, man. Chris was telling his side of the story, man. Listen,
yeah.
My mom passed away that morning, and my dad, he picked me up from my mom's house and told me like early in the morning, our buddy David was coming to pick me up for school, and he was like, "You don't need to ride, I'll take you to school." I was like, "Whatever, that's weird." And what was going through my head at the time, I thought my grandma passed away. She was older. She's actually still alive. That was 20 years or 15 years ago.
Wow.
But I thought my grandma passed away. It was like the first thing in my head. I never thought it was my mom. And he was driving back to his house. He was like, "You're not going to school today. Your mom got in a car wreck last night, and she didn't make it." And it was really hard for me. I didn't handle it very well.
Yeah.
And sorry, man.
No, man, and I'm not trying to put you on this like this. I just feel like this is a good. I think this is what brought you guys really back together, like hardcore, like.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
So I went back to my dad's house and fell asleep. Like I didn't know what to do. I was so upset. Fell asleep. Woke up. I don't know what time of day it was. Don't even remember. But I got up, and nobody else knew about this yet. I walked to Chris. I walked to the high school because I thought Chris should be the first person that should know this because he was my best friend and he didn't know my mom better than anybody else. Like he was like a brother to me.
Yeah.
And she was like a son to him, like constantly at my house, man. And I just felt that he was the first person I should tell. I walked to school and told him, man, and they took me home, and that was it.
Yeah, like it's funny, man. Like and Adam and I joke about this sometimes, man. Like, but when.
You're good, bro. You're good, man.
I should get my drink real quick. No, man, she was. I don't know. She was the best, dude. Like.
Yeah, but so after that too, man. It was good for a while. So we fell off a little bit after that too. I feel like just. I
think a lot of it happened like so the next like 7 days, like I remember my dad like asking like, "Hey man, are you left school?" Like because I was at Adam's house for like pretty much a week after that, and you know it was weird too because I recently showed him like these pictures. I don't know you know Adam, but like an a-hole. He was like, "Hey, let's take pictures of the funeral." Like all this stuff, like weird, but like now with the back on it, man, it was like we were always there with each other.
Yeah.
Tough times, the absolute toughest time you could experience.
Right.
Yeah, and I didn't take it very well, man. I was 17, and I just ended up trying to. Like, I just wanted to fight the world at that point. I got expelled from school, and then my dad owns a construction company in Central Ohio. I haven't talked to that effer in 5 years, but you know, fuck him. So,
Ruby's in here.
Ruby, what up? So like he made me go to work with him, and I was working full time at 17, just because I got kicked out of school, you know.
Yeah.
Ended up, then I got my 19. I got my wife pregnant. Well, my wife now pregnant. I got my wife pregnant when she was 19. So we had a baby super young, and like I bought a house when I was 19, and like I was working all the time. I think Chris was still in school, went off to college, and lived on campus. So we still didn't keep in touch that much up until probably, man, I don't know.
You guys, back at your guys' old house, man. Like you guys invited us over a couple times, whatever. Yeah. And we used to have some like crazy, like every time we got together, like something. It wasn't necessarily always Adam and I. Like Adam is like, I don't know. Out of our group of friends, man, like Adam's like the glue. So like Adam will bring everybody together for. Remember the first time my wife met that whole group was I think at that Thanksgiving, man. Yeah, and I the longest time I was like, babe, like I told him like, hey, like she's probably gonna go around for a while. Like I was trying to like, I don't know.
Chris was afraid. Chris was afraid to bring his wife around us.
I was afraid of who I am around these guys sometimes. Joshua, but no, man. So yeah. So we went a little bit longer because he grew up faster. I remember having a house party one time, man. I tell him this story that's I don't know if he remembers it, but like, this big old board lightning. But I remember having like this house party when I was 18, 19 years old. Apartment party. That was a big board lightning. You just hear that?
Yeah. I thought that was. I thought you just burped, bro. No, I'm just kidding.
I did.
I was like, we're perfect timing.
But no, so like I remember like man, like when 19 years old, Adam and his wife, man, like showed up at this party, and like she's like super pregnant. I'm like, oh, what's up, man? And then like that was it. Like that was it all from that party. And then like I don't know, we talked more, man. Like I think the thing that, and Jeff, you'll love this, dude. I think the thing that brought us the closest together before like sports cars and stuff like that, was probably DFS, man. We know you're probably losing your mind right now.
Oh yeah. Hey man, I did a little NASCAR. I about broke even, so that's not so bad. There's so much variance in NASCAR, it's ridiculous. But I did a shot at KBO the other day and won some money, like a week ago.
What is KBO?
That's the Japan baseball,
Korean
or the Korean baseball?
Okay.
Yeah, Korean baseball. Basically.
Yeah. So like, but like, and like we were going like 5 o'clock in the morning, like meeting at Starbucks and putting on like our DFS notes together, man. Like, hey man,
that's awesome.
Like so that was kind of that part where I don't know. It's the whole thing's nuts, man. Going back to us in like early high school.
Yeah.
Like, we painted his dad was getting ready to move, so we were tasked with painting his dad's house. So to give you guys, Tim, if you're watching, no, I'm just kidding. Like, we didn't go there. He dropped us off like 6 or 7 in the morning, and Adam and I would just we just nap. Like we just laid out on the floor for like 3 or 4 hours. We would order a pizza, probably with my mom's credit card that I had memorized, and then we would like start painting a little bit, and we'd listen to the radio. We're trying to concert tickets the whole time, all this stuff. But like, man, like, and his mom had our back the whole time. Like when he was like, "This ball sucks," like she was like, "Nah, it looks fine." Like, but she printed our first business cards. We had a little, we were like, "Oh, we can do a painting company." Like we would have been the worst painters ever. Like, yeah. So like, she printed this off, man. That was pretty sweet. So like, I don't know, man. Part of it's like maybe the fact that I just did a lot. Like it's not something maybe on your foot, but like I don't know, man. Best friends. Where we felt like we're kind of destined to do something at some point in our lives, bigger than what we were doing.
So, I mean, and that's, dude, I'm loving the vibe here. I'm loving the energy. I think maybe Adam needs a drink, too. He needs a cup in his hand. Maybe Chris has
lost 3 pounds last week.
Huh?
Yeah, I've had to cut back on drinking a little bit.
Oh, I got you. Nothing wrong with that. All right, so we're to a point now. What makes you guys decide, best friends and all, what makes you guys decide you want to start dabbling or start maybe getting into the breaking game and taking a dive into the hobby?
All right, let me take this one as I take most of them because I'm overpowering sometimes. But I don't know, man. Like, so I'll backtrack a few years.
Yeah.
The year was 2007. All right. I just got my first credit card.
What a pig.
I maxed it out on, is that Pepino Man? Is Pepino Man in here?
Yeah.
That's a real thing. I saw yours. That's nuts, man.
Look at Chris. It's just vibing. He's loving it.
We're not worthy.
He's,
man, he is like the best. Like, dude, the funniest, hey, Pepino Man, you're Bryce Harper. When you pull the thong out of that Bryce Harper card, that's my favorite video of all time, dude. Anyways, so I got my first credit card that they were like, "Oh yeah, this dude's 18 years old. He should get $4,000, whatever." I maxed that out. My buddy's dad owned a card shop, and so he comes over to my apartment, and he had that old credit card machine where
Oh yeah.
you like the carbon fiber.
Yep.
And so we maxed that thing out, man. And we got some cool stuff. But like, that was like my first big thing. I was going somewhere with this, I promised you. Oh, so that was credit card number one maxed
Yeah.
out, right?
Yep. Number one.
That's number one. So credit card number two that I've ever maxed out. I've maxed out 2 credit cards in my life, both were sports card related. And I'm gonna tie this back into a please enjoy the hobby responsibly type thing.
Sure.
But like I remember, man, like Adam had recently told me, he's like, hey man, like check out these brakes and sports cars are sweet now, like all this stuff. I'm like, oh yeah, man. So I got into some brakes and stuff like that. And so then like I was traveling, not like I wasn't like flying all over the place, but I was traveling in the Midwest for work, like driving. Yeah. So whenever I'd be at a stop that'd be like overnight, I'd always like Google like sports card shops near me, and I'd find different spots. Well, you know, I was at a couple of my stores in Columbus, and same thing, you know, whatever, it's close to home, and we found AAA Sports Cars, which is like our favorite hobby shop right now.
Yeah.
And so we went in there, dude, and I was like, I got a box of National Treasures, 2016 National Treasures, which we will have on the site this week. So reminisce with us if you guys are in the chat.
All their information's in the description below. We're gonna get to that at the end again as well. But just down below, all their info is there, website and all.
My man. But so 2015 or 2016 National Treasures, first box I open up, I'm like, I had a DAC, and I was like, oh, this is effing sweet, man. Looking this thing up, I'm like, I'm gonna buy another box, and so I buy another box. Which was not as sweet. As you guys know, sports cars, that's why brakes are so great, right? Because like sometimes you're like, the box sucks and that box is great, like you want the whole thing. And so then like I left and I told Adam, I was like, hey man, like meet me here tomorrow. And so Adam and I roll in here, dude, and we just ripped through like $7,500 worth of like just a mad amount of 2016 National Treasures. To the point where I maxed out this credit card.
Wow.
But we pulled some cool stuff. Like I found out tonight during our newlywed game that we played with Marcus. If you're in here, Marcus, that Adam's like favorite part came from that, you know, RIT. We pulled some really cool stuff together, and then we walked out of that store, and it was almost like a man, like how the f am I going to pay all this back? So like, well, what did we start breaking? Man, we did some weird stuff in the beginning that nobody's ever seen. Like we did we had this whole new idea, man. You know we're all about new ideas.
Yeah, right? Diversifying in the hobby, man. I love it. Yeah, let's talk about it.
I bet you our original idea would just like flourish right now. But we had like the handcrafted brakes, and we were like, hey, so we pretty much took like all these National Treasures cards that we ripped, and we were like, hey, we're going to, you know, put these in this box and you like know a box, whatever. We had an idea.
It's pretty much a hot pack idea, but just super high end.
Yeah.
Stuff that we ripped through and then we didn't make our money back on.
Yeah. And so we spent like, it went to work. Bro, like, we spent this whole night, though. I mean, I want to find like these out. Actually, I have these outtakes on my phone. I'll show you sometime, Jeff. But like, so we get this hotel. Dude, can you imagine this? Like, we walk in and we're like, hey, we need this hotel room for a few hours so that we can like film this video, like promoting like our hot packs. Like, it was a really weird situation.
Yeah, we made a commercial pretty much.
We did that. 4 people have watched, I think, and yeah. So maybe we'll have to air that sometime. Yeah, we still have it.
You should, man.
What are you guys doing? Like,
yeah,
you should bring it back, dude. That's always
at that point. Adam should have known like what he was getting into with me, man. Like, because we get married couples sometimes, right? So it's like. He's like, yeah, what the hell are you doing, Chris? Like, this is too much, man. Like, but like, we seriously, like, we're doing like, it was a Hollywood studio, like, outtakes. Like, we had like our little, pretty much, like, it was nuts, man.
So you talked a little bit about basically diversifying or changing the game in the hobby. I mean, would you say that that's been kind of your outlook, your vision within what Buck City Brakes is? Or let's talk a little bit about Buck City Brakes in general right now. Let's dive in a little bit.
I'll let you start this one.
Okay. Yeah, let's do it, man. Ask what.
So, like I was just saying, would you say, you know, we brought up diversifying the hobby or changing the game per se? Would you say that that's pretty much what you would say the vision is or the outlook of Buck City Brakes, kind of what they stand behind?
Yeah. So when we first so we used to meet up at like our local I guess call it tavern, it's a bar, restaurant type thing, and we had notebooks. We take notes down on what we wanted to do before this, and it was literally like all we wanted to do was we wanted to start. We knew we wanted to start a card shop at one point.
Mm-hmm.
We wanted to be breakers, but we didn't want to just be breakers. Like, so we wanted to be able to we wanted to create an outlet to where we can give back, and I think we've done that now.
Oh yeah.
To change the game, I don't think we've changed much. I think we're still small in this humongous world of hobby cards, but I feel like on our small corner, we've created a safe place. You know.
Adam, I wouldn't say. I mean, you may say that, the way you guys look at it, and maybe it's where you look at where you are right now in your perspective and where maybe you want to be. But I think you guys are getting up there. I mean, I wouldn't say you guys are small anymore. You're approaching 10K. I think we're at almost at 10K Twitter followers, right? We're nine something. I mean, we're getting up there.
Yeah.
You got what, 100 plus viewers just about every break or every time you guys are live doing breaks. I mean, I would not say you're small. Small scale would probably be a breaker company that's got 20, 30, 40 viewers, maybe max, once they go live. So you guys have talked about, the ultimate goal is the card shop, right? The LCS. And you guys have talked about that.
That was originally, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
So
No.
We're not. So we have an office now. It's 3,000 square feet, but we're not zoned for retail. It's just commercial.
Right. It's bigger than a card shop. I mean, it's literally bigger than a card shop would be.
Yeah. So I guess I don't know what the hobby would look like if we weren't here. Do you think we changed it?
Yes, definitely. I think the big thing is, I think the big thing, honestly, with you guys is kind of like what me and Chris talked a little about on the phone earlier today too. Is kind of the break formats and stuff. Like doing the evolution stuff. I mean, talk about some of that stuff. Some of these people in here maybe have never been in your live, maybe, or people who watch this later. Talk a little bit about like your different break styles that you have actually set up. Not about what a break is or anything like that. Talk about what kind of different new formats that you guys have brought to the table.
All right. And since I'm back now, I apologize, Jeff, that you're going to do the longest answers ever.
You're good, bro.
You brought up evolution, right? So
yeah.
Here's the thing with Adam and I, we work so hard that we don't even have time to watch other breakers right now.
Yeah.
Except we love the Gypsy the Gypsy family. So Smash Mindy, what up?
Shout out to them. Yeah.
But so we're not stealing ideas. We see a lot of our ideas get stolen. Our verbiage gets some of our ideas are
So again, hang on. So again, before you go anywhere, you saying that right there, that's what I'm trying to say with Adam. Like, you guys have and you guys are changing the game and the hobby as far as the break side. Go on.
I guess we bring new ideas to the table. Yes, I don't know if that's changing the game though, right?
Sure it is.
Okay. Yeah, but here's the thing. So we have come to a realization that people are going to steal our ideas, and we're not whatever they're going to use our verbiage, evolution, stuff like that. But, which, by the way, I'm not going to name these guys. I do want to give. Man, I can't do it now. So I want to give them a shout out so hard. But these cats, there are cats that we have seen in the past who have we are so nice to all the breakers that we have relationships with, right? So Mindy and Smash in here, we absolutely love those cats, and we wish we could get into more of their breaks and hang out in their chat more often.
Right.
Schedules conflict, whatever. But they're freaking awesome, man.
Oh yeah.
You talk about Chris and LQ over at Crack and Wax. We absolutely love those cats. Man, been over at Midwest Box Breaks, but there's breakers that have rubbed us the wrong way because they steal our stuff and they think it's okay, which whatever, but man, it's one of those things where you have to I don't know, man, do your own stuff. So
right.
we come up with this stuff. We don't look at other breakers for ideas or anything like that, which we probably should, but we don't. We come up with these ideas. The whole evolution thing, man, it sounds like people have been doing that, but we just we were oh shoot, what do we do this? Whatever.
Yeah.
So it wasn't necessarily a new idea, but it was new to us. And so we evolve our breaks all the time. So if you guys ever see an evolution, it it means that we average out the price of the remaining teams that have not been purchased in the pick your team format, and we put them in a random team pool essentially. Remember back in the day we were doing the hybrid breaks, which we haven't really had to do anymore, man. If we put any type of pick your division up or anything like that, man, they go like that. So, but it's kind of be fun again. We're bringing back
your monster breaks too, though. I mean, people do monster breaks, but I think typically when you guys put them together, it's when you say the word, when you're saying monster and you're visualizing monster, it's actually a monster break. It's not, oh, hey, it's got 20 hits or whatever. This is a big boomer monster break. You know what I mean? Like, you guys kind of go big time.
Yeah, we didn't coin the
No. I know
break.
that.
There's tons of other breakers that.
No, I know that. Yeah.
There was
Chris feeling good, man. I love it.
Hey guys, and once again, this is our vacation right now, man. Hang out with Jeff D. Dude, Adam, once again, and Marcus, who's in the chat right now, holding it down, rocked out a whole. Our biggest chip day ever was done in a day today. So which I had no part of, so I don't know why I'm the one that's celebrating and drinking, but this is my vacation right now, and Adam's driving me home.
Hey, so, there you go. That's why he's not drinking. All right, that's good. Good man.
So I don't know. We like to come up with new stuff, and our thing, man. So and we talked about you, Jeff. You said that we're not quote unquote small anymore, man.
Right.
Our whole goal is to be the smallest, the biggest small breaker on the planet, man. We want to be the biggest small sports car breaker on the planet. And what we mean by that is we want to always have that small break group feel, which I feel like we have great relationships with the cats in the Discord, on Twitter.
Yes.
We're active, man. It's not just.
Yes.
Sometimes it gets so mind-numbing when you just see if you look at a breaker and all you see is break promotion. That's boring. Nobody wants that.
Well, it's not only that. Yeah. Go ahead.
So I was just gonna say we try to stay unique, because when you stay unique, you're irreplaceable.
I think you guys are. I mean, it's like what I always strive to do just with my live streams, which has nothing to do with breaking cards. I mean, I might break a personal box on a live stream or something, but it's always trying to stay engaged with your community, stay engaged with your chat, have that connection. I always say, I don't want someone to just press that button and just subscribe and then not really ever know who the person is. I want to get to know them by name. If they have a different YouTube thing and it's Tommy John, but their name's really Sam or whatever, I want to know Sam. I don't want to. I see Tommy John, but I want to know Sam. So, I think they all understand what you're meaning. You want to be the biggest small, meaning you want to be able to continue to have that connection with everybody that pops in, and you want to be able, hey, what's up? And you want to be able to actually be talking to people and not just paying attention to only the people that are buying right now or breaking. I mean, the big thing too, I think, is just people want to be noticed, right? They pop in somewhere, they pop in a stream, you say what's up to them, they feel welcome. And I think that's another thing, that's something you guys really did. You watch a lot of other breakers or you get on, there are a lot that do it, but then there are a lot that don't. It's just all they care about is who bought right now and who's buying, and that's it. And there's no people that have been a part of you guys, are a part of the community, maybe aren't in this break, but they've been in another break, and just keeping that relationship going forward with all of them. So you guys bought this big 3,400 square foot warehouse, break area. So what made you guys decide to go this route versus the LCS route?
It's cheaper.
Dude, it's unreal. Yeah.
Really?
Oh yeah.
We were talking about it, man, and my dream spot. I don't know if I could call this Adam's dream spot, but it's there was a spot, man, that you could see where we went to middle school and where we played football and all this stuff. That's the absolute perfect LCS, which is still available. So it might still be available in 5 years. Who knows?
Yeah, the first place that we looked at, we fell in love with, because it's right smack dab in the middle of our hometown. It was going to be $2,000 more a month than what we're paying here at the space.
Wow.
It was zoned retail. We're not zoned retail, so
right.
It's commercial. Yeah.
Right.
But it's one of those things, man. I don't know. We had a lot of conversations, and we realized like, man, like when we talk about being involved in the community, and we absolutely want to be involved more in our home community at some point, but like the hobbies like online, Twitter, and all that stuff, Instagram, Facebook, like that's our community, man. YouTube, like that's where we want to be involved right now. And so we were like, where's a spot that we can just focus on the online aspect. Just I don't know, man. It's weird, but like we have better relationships with anybody in this chat right now.
Yeah.
Lance, I see Lance, I see Balls, I see Justin.
Oh yeah.
AB.
Yeah.
Marcus, I don't like him that much, but like
I don't like him that much.
Yeah, so like I don't know, man. We wanted a place we could focus on the online portion of our business, which I mean, given that we went this route, I think that we're both happy that we went this route, man.
Yeah.
It's just the schedule is a little more free. We don't have to worry about staffing a store from 10 in the morning to 8 o'clock at night. Like, we have the things that I have to get done and things that Adam has to get done and Mark has to get done, and like we make that happen, man, on our own time, and it's working out right now. I'm listening, Justin. Shut up. So this is concentrating.
All right.
Hey Jeff, I told you that we weren't gonna Marcus. No, Jeff.
You told me what?
We'll give you a sneak peek, man. But I promise you, when we get this thing like fully, can we do another one of these?
Yeah,
when the thing
absolutely.
Is fully ready to rock. We'll give you guys a little sneak peek tonight. All right.
All right, cool. And then let's go back a little bit to something you guys are really known for as well on Twitter, and that's the free case breaks when you get that next 1K or added 1K. Where did the idea, like, I mean, where did it come from between you guys? I know giving stuff away on Twitter is not, being innovative in a new way, but a free case every time you guys get another 1K. I mean, you guys are going to be on your 10th free case now once you hit 10K, right?
Yeah, we hit 9K so fast from 8.
Yeah.
We were doing 2 cases.
Yeah, I mean, we owe you guys too. Jeff, we're going to work with you, man. Let's give some stuff away. Let's give some spots away together. We have 8 and 9 need to happen within like the next 2 weeks. So get ready for that.
Okay.
The whole idea started that magical 7 hours that I spent in that hotel room. So yeah, go ahead, man. If you want to talk about that a little bit.
Well, I mean, we just decided every 1K.
I mean, was it both your guys' idea, or who? I mean, you guys had to have been sitting there and going, "Hey, we're gonna throw so many dollars away here, not throw it away, but we're gonna put so much money aside for every 1,000 we get." Now we're getting on our 10th free case. 10 free cases given away.
Okay, so the business side of that was our marketing strategy. It was rough in the beginning because we didn't have we were in so much debt at the beginning of when we started breaking and stuff.
Well, you got Chris who already had a maxed out credit card, right? No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, that carried over to our business debt, by the way.
Yeah,
the IRS is watching.
But we wanted to give away something, but we wanted it to be something that was better than other people's stuff that they give back to the hobby. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. There wasn't much to it. It was how can we get it?
That's
How can we build an outlet? How can we get as many people to follow us as fast as possible? And the free case did it.
So that's very true. And here's what's nuts, man. It's like we sit here, Adam and I, and we live modestly, man. Like if we told you like the sales number, which seems like a really big number, from our company, it would blow your mind, man. But like then if you also see like the number we give away, like we give back, whether it's giveaways or whatever, like that would blow your mind even more. Adam and I, so Marcus, we brought Marcus on, right?
Yeah.
Who is the best thing that's probably happened to this company. Love you. Love you, Marcus. No, we but no, like we live a modest. It's nuts, man. Like we see some of these cats who are like they have the same prices as us, right?
Yeah.
With absolutely nowhere near our overhead. They are not giving away $8,000 in product a month, which will happen this month in our breaker boxes. You guys get ready for that. And it's like, and then not doing a free case breaker, 8,000 followers. It's like, what are they like? Man, these are just living good. like real good. Like we super modest. Marcus, and sorry for throwing your salary right here. I won't say it, but like we all like Marcus came in on board 3 months ago, makes the same amount of money as Adam and I. Like we just like man, we how can you put a price tag on it? How if you absolutely love more than anything, like what you do, like it's unreal, man. Like this is so we're so passionate about this.
I don't know the exact numbers, but we gave more away. We gave more away than what either of us made last year.
Wow.
And that's what I mean, and that's what happened, man. We gave away the case. It was good marketing strategy. We grew the fan, and we always thought we never wanted to be greedy, so we created an outlet so we can get back to everybody. And when we say that, we say it multiple times. Like that's freaking true. Like we're not lying to you, you know.
Yeah, and I'm gonna go back. And I'm gonna go back on the. You guys are not small. You guys are not small break company anymore. You're getting up there in big boys.
We stop giving away stuff. I could double my salary, bro.
Right, exactly. So, are you guys? What's your guys' take on how the growth? I mean, do you guys? To me, you guys have grown like crazy fast. On your guys' end, do you feel like? I mean, do you feel like the growth's been just as fast, or do you feel like you've had some roadblocks, or do you feel like it's just been boom, like whoa, what's going on here? Like we were just here and now we're already here.
Okay, so when we were breaking out my basement a month and a half ago. We in 6 weeks so last month we doubled, and then last week we tripled pretty much what we were doing in a week.
Wow.
Yeah, so it's so we're probably gonna be hiring somebody else here soon, hopefully.
Nice.
Yeah, and we're gonna keep hiring. Like Marcus was breaking with us, and then
it's the fan, man.
He moved here from Chicago. Like it couldn't work out any better.
Wow, awesome. That is cool.
We have a couple of opportunities that will open up really soon that we already have people in mind, and we've talked to them about spots within this company, man.
That's awesome.
And once again, like we I don't know, it's like we just want to keep doing what we're doing. You know what I mean? Like we want to keep doing what we're doing. We want to do it better than anybody else. Like our whole thing is like we'll be maybe and Dent, our boy Dent says this all the time, man. Like and Tim Hall, the Hall monitor always says this too. Like often, we're often copied or duplicated, and like I don't know, man. We just do a good job at like kind of frustrating like the competition a little bit because we do so much.
Right.
Like, you know what I mean? Like they're like, damn, man, I have to get this away now. If I want to be like BCB, I have to do this. If I want to be like BCB, I have to do this. If I want to be BCB. Like we just, the more people we have in here doing this stuff, man, it's going to grow into something sweet. And let me brag on Marcus for a little bit, man, too. Yeah. He's in the chat right now.
Do it, man. Shout him out. Let's go.
He is like, dude, Jeff, the next time we do this, when we do that the full on tour of this place, man, like we've realized since bringing him on that everybody likes him more than like they like us. Like this has never been an Adam and Chris thing, man. It's always been a fam thing. Marcus was an intricate part to the fam, and like now, like dude, you see him in here, and you're like, hey, I was talking to this dude the other day. I was like, man, like you never reached out to me. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
Like it's nuts. Like so he like it's always gonna be a fan. We'll call it a family-owned company, right? But it's a BCD fam, and it's super special to everybody involved.
I love it, and I think just you saying that, and Adam talking as well, kind of that whole vibe, that family vibe that you guys have always kind of driven off of, is probably really the main reason why you have. It's not the free case. It's not the free case break giveaways. Maybe that helps a little bit. You got some people in there, but it's what you guys do. It's the atmosphere you bring, and it's how you treat your people, your community, we'll call them. So you have a 3,400 square foot building. You have Marcus hired on 3 months ago. You want to hire on probably a couple more. You said you've already been in contact with them when that happens. What's for the future? What's next? Do you guys have anything else? I mean, is there ever going to be an LCS that you guys think you want to go towards, or do you more or less just want to keep expanding with this and just evolving and doing more things? Where does it go?
That would be the top question.
So who knows where the hobby's going to be at in 5 years,
Right.
because I mean we signed a 5-year lease here, so we're here no matter what for 5 years unless we pay it out.
But we're also like waiting for the people next door to us.
So we talked about when we bought this place, if we're in a position to open up an LCS in 3, 4, 5 years, then we're just gonna get a separate building. So this will be our online. We'll have an LCS, a local card shop down the road or something, somewhere.
Damn, I could see, man, if you guys continue to grow, I could see this building, like, I could see you guys putting up maybe a couple extra walls, having a couple receptionist people doing your online stuff. I mean, who knows, man, right? Is that maybe where am I kind of tapping into where maybe things possibly could be going here with, like, why you got such a big area and such a big warehouse, like, so you had the ability and the flexibility, or am I wrong?
Yeah, so the first room.
Just looking for a job.
Yeah, no. So
No.
But no, like that. So we first break room where we first started, first year, freaking side bedroom in my house. It was 120 square foot area. Moved from that into about the same, a little bit bigger in my new house, and then we moved down to my basement and outgrew that in about a year. So we planned for the future when we bought this place in space wise.
Does anyone remember that? Does anyone remember like the badass videos we made last year? Like, man, we made it like basement. Like, here we go.
Super excited. It was like 3 times the size of the room.
It was dope, and then we were like, it was like two or 3 months in. We're like, man, like this is getting out of control.
Yeah, it sucks. Chris was always at my house.
Yeah, that's. But for real, like that's one of the great things too, Jeff, is that like, man, like having this spot where like, if I don't have to work from home, man, like, because I like when I work from home, my son would be there, and I'd be like playing double duty. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you can get down with like how tough that can be sometimes.
Oh, yeah.
Like, you're not gonna get as much of your work done, so then you're dragging that work out, all that stuff. Man, I can come in here and like crack out all my stuff with no distractions, and then come home and spend way more time with my son than like meaningful time with my son than I ever had imagined, man.
Yeah,
Which, by the way, we have another one on the way. That's gonna be due in like 3 weeks, so just get ready for BCB Day number 2.
Boom. Yeah, I think you dropped that on Twitter a while ago. Yeah. Well, congrats again, man. So yeah, I mean, I remember the intro video you guys did, like the interview type style where you guys were sitting on the chairs or whatever. Remember your intro to BCB?
Is that it? Was that the
Beers, brews, and breaks?
Oh man, but it depends on which one you're talking about. Like, you might actually be talking about the hotel room.
No, he's talking about when we were sitting in my
The
living room.
BR3.
No, yeah, like
Breaks.
back from the start, from the jump. No, I mean, we've seen the periscopes where you've dug into Adam's his suitcase, and you'd show off what shoes he packed to see where his shoe game was. He's like, "What? You done what?" He's like looking at him like, "What are you doing?" You were in the shower, I think, and he was showing off your shoe game.
Dude, Chris is the most invasive person I've ever met. Like, he has no.
He's like, let's.
I don't remember that. I really don't remember that.
Dude.
But by the way, we're going to the national, man. So look, it wasn't just me, man. Like Adam. We went not the national. I'm sorry, the industry one. The first year we went, right? We drive down. Adam has these beautiful gray Chuck Taylors on, right? And like when we get in there, he takes his shoes off, and it was like. He puts them in a bag and leaves them in the closet, and he did not take them out. He left them for whoever ended up.
Oh, dude, those are my old Chuck Taylors. Like,
that's all I can think about, man. I don't know.
No, you were on like Periscope or something live. He was in the shower, and you were like, "Let's see what kind of shoes Adam packed." And you were going through. He had like 3 or 4 different pairs of shoes he brought, and you were like showing off his shoes.
For sure. Was that you? Dude, that was me showing Chris.
Oh! I got it flipped.
Adam's the most invasive person I ever met.
I can't believe I flipped that. That was a while ago.
Chris was in the shower. We went to it was the industry summit, and we went there for 2 days. Chris has he had so much stuff packed. For
yes.
2 or 3 days that we were at the industry summit. I had a little bag about this big, and Chris has this thing rolled out. He has all the stuff in there. He had 6 pairs of shoes. It was nuts.
Yeah.
He needs all that stuff.
Man, that's crazy. Yeah, that was hilarious. Oh my god. All right, well, yeah, I don't know. We're at about an hour. You guys anything else you guys want to cover? Or I think
you got any more questions for us?
I don't really have any specific questions. Anything you guys want to talk about? Anything you guys got coming up, actually?
What time is it? Our breaks have been live for 25 minutes, guys. So check out buckcitybreaks.com.
There you go.
Breaks.
Their website is in the description below as well, so you can just click right there and go right over.
No, we were excited about this, man, because we've done so many podcasts, and it was just the same old questions over and over. Like,
what is a break? What is a break? Yeah, no.
Yeah, so we're excited about this, man. I'm glad you asked questions that nobody asked.
Okay, Marcus.
If there's anybody in the chat that wants to
Q&A. Let's open it up. Let's open it up.
Hell yeah, dude.
Let's open it up. Q&A, guys. Q&A. Yeah, the Jace. Talk about some of the stuff you guys have done in the. We can talk about that.
All right, so cool, like real cool stuff that we've done. We did the Jace Strong, which man, that's like my favorite picture.
Coker, the Coker family.
Yeah, man, with his little like muscle, like this is a cool dude, man. So we did that was like our first like big time. Actually, no, it wasn't. No, we did SC cards for Jay. Jay was a young man who was battling muscle dystrophy, and like Steph Curry was his biggest player. Like, he was Steph Curry's biggest fan.
Yep, I remember that.
The very first break we ever did as a company was a free break. It wasn't a free break. I'm sorry. It was a paid break where all the proceeds went to buying cards, Steph Curry cards for Jay. So if you check out Donnie, I can't remember, at Arizona guy or something like that. Donnie on Twitter, man, he was the dude who kind of set all that stuff up. We had the Jay Strong break. More recently, if we dive into some of the recent stuff, we've donated a ton of dollars to Big Brother Big Sisters, which is really cool. Just the whole concept of that company, man, is really sweet. And Marcus, I think, is a big fan of that as well. But recently, we donated like $1,500 to the Greater New Orleans Foundation. Just with everything going on with COVID right now, and we couldn't have done that without Huff Daddy, Nathan Huff. So Huff, if you're watching, man, like
shout out, yeah.
One of the best parts of BCB, dude. Like the stuff that you've done recently, Huff Daddy, like it's been nuts. But yeah,
racking
man,
teams
you want a sneak peek, man. We won't do the full tour, but you want a little sneak peek of the studio.
Yeah, but first we need to find out about the quarantine. What's up with the quarantine cut?
Quarantine cut.
Quarantine cut. C-U-T cut. I'm about to spell cut.
This is I always cut my hair. Well,
somebody wanted us to ask about the quarantine.
I want like a year with like actual hair, but I'm like balding in the back here, so I just shave it off like I used to.
I've never it's been
Chris tried
15 years.
Hair, and it didn't work.
I wanted to do a mullet, man, but I had my mullet uneven, so I just ended up shaving it all off. So this is about 3 weeks in. So I'm gonna grow it out into a man bun or a ponytail. Yeah, you
guys have been involved in a lot of racks. In fact, shout out to you guys. Even on my first 24-hour stream, you guys popped in like late at night. I think you guys were sorting or something, and you guys you gave away we auctioned off a Barkley, like a booklet Barkley auto patch and shit. So you guys have done tons and tons and tons of stuff. Good stuff as far as racks go. And that's another cool thing to see from an actual breaker side, people who get involved in actual racks. You know, we see a lot of rack love around the hobby, and you guys are right up there with anybody else doing rack stuff, probably even more than most. People who don't really know who you are, just tell them a little bit too before we take a tour. What is your guys, what are your guys' PC? I know what it is, but what's your guys' PC?
I PC the Titans.
I PC the Dolphins and the Redlegs. Cincinnati. You'll see a little Eugenio Suarez up here, and we're big Buckeye fans. It's my favorite dude. He's just OSU, so big. Man,
you know the rest.
We also PC fatheads. So there's a lot of fatheads in our office, man.
How does it feel that Ohio State and the rest stole a title from the Miami Hurricanes?
Hey, Jeff, can you time out Balls for like 30 seconds?
Fortunately, well, I don't know. I think he's a
man. Balls, don't get me started on what happened with the refs in Ohio State.
Hey, Dent's. Hey, Dent's got a question. Dent's got a question for you guys. I have a question. Would BCB be open to a new logo down the road? Question mark, or maybe an altered logo? Question mark. That's from Dent.
Yes. Yeah.
So You want to take us on a tour?
Yeah, man, let's do this thing. Can I turn you around?
Yeah.
Is it possible?
I think so. Does your camera flip?
Woo!
There you
All right,
go.
so this is our-
Look at that. Who's breaking? You got poor Marcus breaking while you guys played ping pong.
Adam had his dinner of pizza rolls. All right, so this is our conference table. All right.
Nice.
I don't want to get it. Let's not talk about this. Okay. We have our Ohio State helmets right here. Right. We got Dwayne and Chase. We got our Buck City dartboard.
Jeez.
Anything that looks cool in this place was hung by Marcus.
Now I know why you wanna. Now I know why you wanted this place, and you don't mind just hanging out here for a while.
We went today, and this is supposed to be our backdrop. We went to get our 7-foot like whiteboard, glass whiteboard, and I was gone. There's the man, myth, the legend, Jeff D. right there. So this is a conference room right here. More a little quick tour. Once again, we don't like. So my office is. Our offices aren't done yet.
You have your own offices too, big old offices, like separate.
Yeah, so Adam has nothing. Like he has all this stuff coming in. Like I said, we have a lot of fat heads up. Jackie gave us that.
So dope.
We'll walk through the vestibule. Okay, Derrick Henry, boom, in your face.
Nice.
You know, we got our Nicky B, and which, by the way, once again, Dub Mentality. So Dub Mentality coming up on In Depth with Defness soon.
Yep. After this,
he practiced this 101 Nicky B Crusade out of 2019 Prism Collegiate.
Wow.
So we ended up making the rainbow, man. So we have this nice little Nicky B shrine right here. We have you see the jerseys on the floor and stuff like that. They'll go on the walls. So here's our hangout room, man. We're really anxious to do like trade nights and stuff like that, man. Get everybody in town.
It's awesome.
That's where the magic happens in Adam's office.
dude, I will for sure. If you set something up, you give me enough notice, I'll for sure like fly out there and show up for a trade weekend or a hangout.
We got
time.
Lamar. Adam's gonna flip the toilet for you real quick. All right, we got,
Love it. Oh my god.
So big, man. The bathroom doesn't need to be this big. I don't know who was in here before us, but like
you could honestly have a little dance in there. You get a nice little. Maybe that's what you guys are doing. I don't know. Maybe I'm figuring out all the.
We'll get here later. This right now is our. It's kind of like our warehouse. Like we.
But yeah, you got a garage door. I mean, shit. UPS just come by and pick everything up. Just open the garage. Pull your car in.
We not yet with COVID. It's been a little more difficult, I think, to do the pickups. So we're still picking stuff, but they have dropped like 2 things off, so that's been fun. But we so this is where like breaker boxes where we'll do those.
Are these yours, Marcus?
Sucker. We have more. Like I said, we're sponsored by Fathead, so we have to give our dues to Fathead. So
seriously?
Don't ask why.
Nice.
No, we're not sponsored by Fathead.
Oh, I was gonna say, yeah,
it
trolling me now. I could have believed that though. Like that's a believable thing there.
You should be.
You should hit them up, man. Seriously.
All right, so the best part about this whole thing, man, like we probably would have paid this much money for just this right here, but this is our sorting area right here. Okay.
Yeah.
The sorting and breaking area being separate is huge. These are all of our mail days. Not actually, they're not. We have a ton of other mail days, but like these are all the little guys, which can still contain hot cards.
Wow.
We have all those boxes and more boxes, stuff like that, more stuff like that. But like shorts, all that stuff done. And this is where we're actually end up breaking. That's our little studio right there, man.
So dope.
Thank you, Marcus, for cleaning. You were right.
Wow.
So, inventory, supplies. You got it, man.
That is dope, man. Man, you guys have come a long way. That's for damn sure.
It's nuts, man. Oh, you see Kobe and LeBron up there? I thought it was cool, man. We're big fans of the little 23, 24 going side by side. There. Same pose, pretty much. So, but yeah.
Love it. Marcus says Adam is eating my food.
Yeah.
Hopefully the vacuum sucks as much as Mitch Trubisky.
Hey.
They're shouting out the vacuum. We're taking shots now. Don't let the drunk guy lead the tour and be in control of the camera, David says. You guys got any other Q&A before we wrap it up? And then we got to get old Dub on next.
You tell us when to leave, dude.
Well, I know. I think Adam's getting a little anxious. You getting anxious to go home? No, I don't know. I'm just. It's all good. It's all good. I'm just giving you crap, buddy.
I thought you were gonna ask me crazier questions. That worked out good.
Well, how crazy? I mean, we could have really got crazy, but I was kind of just trying to keep it on a more, stuff that people might not know, stories people might not know. Again, all this is trying to get people to be able to relate to you a little bit more.
When do the statute of limitations take effect?
This is just part 1, right? Like, we have a tip part. This is a tip part.
Sure, man. We can. I'll have you guys on as often as you guys want to. I mean, we don't. Let's not overdo it. Let's continue to have enough to go forth. As far as to bring them an hour worth of content. But yeah, we're definitely gonna do it again.
Stop. Did somebody ask that?
Yeah, Smash.
Smash me. I'm a Great Lakes guy, and I absolutely love the Christmas sale. I will buy that any month of the year, man. Christmas sale, Great Lakes.
Yeah, I guess
will cause me to
we did not touch on your guys' loyalty program. You just want to kind of explain it for people that are watching this that maybe don't know, you haven't been in or haven't jumped in at all. Just tell them about it.
And then Shelby breakfast. It's pretty sweet.
Matt. Balls, I think Yingling's from Pennsylvania, but
for sure, Pennsylvania. And it's not that good. It the novelty wore off. But with our loyalty program, so we have a bunch of the rules to our loyalty program. It's on the website, linked up very nicely by Adam.
Ooh, that's a good question, Dad. Where do they place themselves with all these other breakers?
That's a terrible question, Dad. Why did you ask me that? Right now.
I mean, you know what the answer is. I would hope they would say at the top.
And let me say this. Our goal, again, is to be the biggest small breaker on the planet. That's our goal. And we're going to keep striving at that. Right?
And again,
we're talking about on Twitter, like we're like third out of the big breaker.
And again, what they mean by that is being able to still keep the connection and be engaged with everybody that's within their community. So not it getting out of hand to where they don't know people all the time, like all tons of new people coming in, they don't know who it is. So, yeah, what are you drinking?
This is it's a bottom of the barrel stuff, man. It's a New Holland mule. It's a mule.
Dan, to answer your question, not push it aside, but I would like to say we're top 10, but I don't think we are. So we went to the industry summit, and there's more breakers.
Nobody knows who we are.
Yeah, like nobody did. We don't talk to anybody when we go to the industry summit other than Chris Coates.
Hey.
So we went. But no, I would like to say top 10, but there's so many breakers out there, and there's other ones that are way bigger than us.
So we got Chad Becker in the chat asking, when is the BCB subscription box gonna launch?
That'll probably have to wait until a fourth person comes on board. We want to do it sooner. We'll do small increment. We'll do small batches. Small batch, baby.
Yeah, we gotta wait for product to start coming back in too.
Right.
Hey, you guys should ready for that ballpark box, all right? The ballpark box BCB, because we won't break baseball and numb your minds.
Hey, if either of you guys, I don't know if you guys are always tied up on Thursday nights, but if either of you ever want to join Thursday nights, Thursdays, where it's more just BS and chat and whatever, come on, join.
Is this not Thursday?
This is in depth, baby.
I didn't get the memo.
So sorry, we break on Thursday nights, but
no, I know. I'm just saying. That's why I said if there was ever. I know you guys are busy, but
I'll be there.
Chris, I think Chris would love that. Chris would love. Yeah, he's there every day. Every day is Thursday, right? Every day is Thursday. So, all right. You guys got anything else, or are we good? Anything else you want to touch on?
We're good, baby. Hey, you get into some dub mentality action, man. Tell Joey we said what's up. Tell him thank you again for the Nick Bosa. That is now the centerpiece of our office. We don't have anything else up.
I want to thank you guys for I want to thank you guys for doing this, man. It's been awesome. It's been an honor to have you guys on in depth with me and be able to actually go through this and do this. And like you guys said, maybe not doing just a normal what's a break type question type thing and letting the people get to know you or hear some stories about, and your connection. And again, Adam, I want to apologize if maybe I brought up the whole thing with earlier on that kind of got both of you guys, but I just personally I felt like that was for what I knew on the back end from like hearing when Chris told the story back when like there was probably 1,500 or 2,000 followers. Now you're at almost 10K. I think it's important to revisit it to kind of let the people know that part of the connection with you guys.
Yeah, not for sure, dude. Not at all. Like,
no, I know. I just want to. I know it kind of. Sometimes that stuff kind of. It's hard, I know it's hard.
I'm dead inside, but like, so when you talk about my mom, like, it gets me. It gets you.
Yeah, no, I
so
get
like,
you.
here's the thing. So like, Adam will, when he's breaking, right? We were from say whatever, but you guys, there's a lot of people ask him like what his tattoo means on his arm. So like, just when he's breaking and you see his tattoo on his left arm, carry the two. No, when you see it on the left arm, like, yeah, that's our girl Leandra.
All right, awesome.
So.
You guys got anything else?
You guys want to see Chris shotgun a beer?
Do it quick before we go, and then we'll.
Oh my gosh, we want any domestic stuff.
Let's do it. Let's give them what
they
they want, and then hey, before he does it, we'll do a little cue to ramp it up.
If I gotta give somebody a ride home if drunk,
yeah,
tomorrow,
they better be drunk. It better be worth it.
Waste my time.
Right? Exactly. Is he tracking down a beer, or is he?
Yeah, we ran out of domestic, so he's got. Man, this is 8.5%, dude. Oh yeah, that's gonna be good.
So,
all right.
So Chris,
good.
Here's what we're gonna do. Don't do that yet, okay? So what we're gonna do is we're gonna kind of say our outro, whatever, our goodbyes, and then once you guys are done saying whatever, then you're gonna shout like we'll say cue the woo, whatever. Like we'll do it, try to do it in sync, I guess. And then after you do cue the woo, he'll do it. Where'd he go? Did he run away?
All right, no, I'm here. No, it's just cut off early. Cut off like halfway through the beer because this is a grapefruit infused IPA with natural citrus flavors, and it's 8.5% alcohol by volume. That's all we have left, man.
All right,
this is a terrible idea.
Let me make sure. Terrible idea. All right, guys. So again, I want to thank you guys, Chris and Adam from Buck City Breaks, coming on and doing in depth. Again, all their information is in the description below. You guys ready? Cue. You guys ready?
Yeah, just go for it.
Cue the woo! Got it.
Thanks, Jeff. Love you, buddy.
Love you guys.
Love you, baby.
Thank you, man. Thank you.